Hello to everyone and welcome on this video. So this is the fourth video of our training in GC database. Good. So in this fourth video, we are going to discuss about forms. Good. So before that, let me just define what is a form so we can read here together. A form is a user-friendly interface for entering and viewing data. Full stop. Instead of entering data directly into a database, form make it easier by using what? Text box, drop down list and button. So I'm going to show you all those things in Microsoft Access. So let us move directly to the software. Good. Now let me just click on this table student info. Good. So look at the table. Now at this level, let us say I want to add a new record. What am I going to do? I'm just move at this level. I'm going to enter a name like let us say wisdom. Enter the sex, let us say male. Enter, let us say the series, let us say is doing S1. Good. So after that, if I want to enter the next information, I press enter and I'm going to move like that. Good. Now this is not really nice. This is not really nice because this interface for, let us say, for someone who is new in computer science and you are showing him something like this with all this interface, Microsoft Access. In fact, the person is not going to enjoy the things in. Now the aim of form is to create now a nice interface that is going to help us to input data into our table. So that's the use of form. Good. Now from there, I hope you are understanding that we are creating form for particular table. Good. So here I'm going to create a form for the table student info. So you click on student info. So make sure it is selected. Now you move back to create. Now when you are creating form, there are two ways of doing it. Good. Now I'm going to explain everything. Now the question is, how are you going to select if you are using maybe this one called form or form design or form wizard? So I'm going to explain everything. Now the one we are selecting is based on the question. So we are going to study form and form wizard because these two are the one they ask in fact at the exam. So let us start with form. So I'm going to click on form. Good. You're going to have something like this. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to select, press delete on my keyboard. So there's a button there called delete on the keyboard. So if I'm removing that, because this part that field appears simply because I've created relation in the previous video. See, good, and we don't need that part. So good. So this is what we need here. So we are seeing how this is at least better, meaning that from here I'm still having SN, student name, gender, series. Good. So from here, this is what we call a form, meaning that this is going to help us to enter different information. Now follow my cursor. Let us move down here. Good. At this level here, this is what you are going to use to navigate through the different information. For example, if I just click here, if you look there on the board, you'll be seeing how everything is varying. Good, you see. So this is the last one. I press here, I can move behind to navigate through the different records. Good. Good. So at this level, I want to precise something also. So each time you are working in database, you are having what we call different views. Good. So this view here is just like to show us the different data. But if I want to add a new record in the table, I cannot add it at this level. For example, look here. If you look here, you'll be seeing what? New blank record. So if I click there, you see, it's giving me a new blank record, but let us say I want to fill, I cannot fill. Why? Because I'm not on the correct view. Always know that, because this is where some students are blocked. They want to do something, they are not able to do it, and they discourage directly and surrender everything. Good. So please move at this level here. Click here. Good. I hope you are seeing the different view. Good. So here I'm on the layout view. So this view simply means just showing us the layout of our form, meaning how is the structure of our form. It's like showing all the different field you can fill. But if I want to fill it, I need to move toward the form view. Form view. Good. At this level now, I can fill it. So remember that the field SN was auto increment, auto number. So the first field is going to fill automatically. That's why you are seeing the word new. You see, when you see new, it simply means that you're not supposed to fill it. It's going to fill it automatically. So let me enter a name like Lorraine. Good. Gender, female. Series, let me say A1. Good. So I'm just going to press enter. Good. So you see, I've recorded the student. Now if I want to verify, you can just come here at the level of student info, right click. If you look down here, you'll be seeing Lorraine. Hope you are getting that. So very, very important. So let me move back to my form. Now at the level of form, if I move back to view, you'll be seeing something. design view. Now the question is, design view is used to do what? Let me just click there. Good. So design view now is used to arrange the structure of my form. Like here, this is the title called what? Student info. Let us say for me it's not nice. I want to have something like maybe student info in capital letter. Info. Good. Info. How we are seeing that? Student info. Good. How we are seeing that? Now at this level, I can even decide to select the text. Move at this level. Property sheet. You see, it's what you are seeing here on this right bar here. So if you are not having it, just click on property sheet. You'll be seeing this. Now at this level, you can just read. It's based on the question that you know what to do. So I cannot really explain everything here. But for example, let us say I want to change the color. I can click here. Or I click at this level. You see, I have the color here. I can take maybe this color. Good. Before that, I need to select. Good. So this is the color I've changed here. Now at this level, the next thing is I'm just going to move back to the form view. So we move to the form view. I hope you are seeing how the thing is in fact. So design view is just the place where we can modify the form, the structure of the form. Good. So I'm going to say, let me close this table. I'm going to save this form. Say you give the name of the form. Let us say student info form 1. Okay, good. So if you look down here, there's a new tab for form that has been created. This is the form here. So I'm going to click here, close. Good. Now let us take the table now for subject. Good. And move to create. But this time I'm going to choose form wizard. Form wizard. Good. So you click on form wizard. Now here you are going to choose which field do you want to fill using your form. It's clear that I want to fill everything. So you just click on this 2 arrow here. You see, it's going to send all the field you need to see on your form. Good. So next. Now here they are asking what is the structure of your form. How we are seeing how this one is better than the other one. They are even proposing a design for you. So majority of the time you are going to choose data sheet. But at this level, don't worry, it's the question paper that's going to tell you. If the question paper says tabular, just click on tabular, nothing difficult. So next, at this level now, they say, do you want to open the form? Yes, I click finish. Good. Good. So this is the form. The form is already there, nice. Now, but the problem is, let us verify the view. We are on which view? We are on the data sheet view, we see. Let us move to the form view. I click the form view. I hope you are seeing this, the form view here. Good, you see. It's looking similar like the normal form we created before. Now, the new thing here is if I move to design view. Good. So this is the design view here. The design view is completely different from the other one. Good. Meaning what? So at this level, I can still change the title. Let us say subject. Good. Something like that. Maybe with S. Okay. You see, I can place my arrow here and drag this like that. I can even increase this with something like this. You see, good. So that the thing is filled. So you can now decide to take this and put it at the center. I can move it here at the center. You see, now at this level also I can decide to drag this, mean I increase this. Good. So I can decide maybe to shift this like that if I want. Oh yeah, see how you can manipulate the thing. So I can decide to shift it here. If I do a lot of manipulation you can be doing here. Now, what is important here, I want to show you something. So we are going to move at the level of design. So you click on design. Now you are going to add a button. If you click here at this level, you'll be seeing button. You click. When you click, you move at the level of this grid. I hope you have just follow my arrow. You'll be seeing that the arrow have changed. I'm having something with a small plus there. So I'm just going to select to give the size of my button. Let us say I want something with this size. Nice. At this level now, these are the different operations we can make, you see. So remember that here what I'm doing, I want to create a button. Now the question is, what is your button supposed to do? In my own case, I want just to create a button that is supposed to move maybe to the next. Each time I want to add a new record, I will click on it to make next. So in that case, you are going to move at this level, record operation. At this level, please, nothing difficult. Try to read the different options and try it yourself. Nothing difficult. So I'm going to move to record operation. Now these are the different operations. What I want to do is add new record. So it's already selected. I press on next. Now at this level is what we call the design of your button. Design simply means here, look at this picture here. Hope everybody is seeing it. Good. Now so here the design simply means if I select this second one here, pencil edit, I hope you are seeing how the button is now having pencil edit. Good. But sometimes at the GC they are not going to ask you to use this, so you are going to use the text. Text simply means give a name yourself. Let me just call it next. You see, next. Good. So I press on finish. Good. So yeah, for the command sometimes they are not going to precise. Yeah, so just click on finish. So if you look here, I'm having my button. You see, I can decide to display this button. I can decide to display the button. Wait, you click, you make sure that this plus, good, this symbol is present. From there you can display. Let me put it somewhere here. At this level I can decide to drag this down, this like that. Good, to have more space, so it depends on you. Good. Even this, I think I can drag this thing. This is what, yeah, I can drag it also. Good, you see, so it's just arrangement. So that this next, let me just put it somewhere here. Good. After doing it, if you move back now to form view, hope you are seeing your button. Let's just press on next. Good. Hope you are seeing how the next is working. Exactly. So each time you finish with you can press here. No need to come down again at this level. Now let us move back to design view. Design view. Now let us say I want to delete a record, so I'm going to add a button. Just to tell you, these are the different type of questions they are asking each time you are working on form. That is why when you are working on form, forget about the first thing at show at the beginning. Good, it was just like an introduction. When they are just giving a question on form, move directly to form wizard, so that at least when they are giving their different questions like add a button to do this, you just move on the design view. Good. After you make sure that you are on this tab here, design, this is button here, so I click again there one time, the plus will appear. At this level I create the size of my button, something like this. Good. You move to record operation. Now you see the different thing. If you want maybe a button that even that is going to help you to print a record, you can choose here. Me, I want something to delete, so I'm going to choose this one, next. So here I'm going to move to text and call it delete record. I can leave this name. Good. So finish. So now I can click on the button, you see, yeah, and change the color. So you move back to property sheet. If you look here, you'll be seeing picture type, where is color. Good. Let me shift this background color. If at this level you read place, you read. Good. So here you can choose the color, background color. I can click here on this three dot, delete the red color, will be better. Good. Good. In fact, this level is just a design, it depends on you. So let me move back to form view. Good. I hope you are seeing I'm having something like this now. So yeah, what am I going to do? Let us say I want to delete this record here, so I just press on delete. They're asking, do you really want to delete it? Yes. I've pressed, I think I've deleted the thing. I think let me verify. Okay, let me delete this one. This is what here, George Eno. So let me just click okay. Well, let me verify. They say the record cannot be deleted or changed because table student include. Okay, yes. I cannot delete this because since our table are having a relation, this information are included in another table. That's why I cannot delete this like that. Good. But just know I've already shown you at least how the delete button is working. So it means that if those tables were not having this relation, I could just click here and delete, or I can be doing it with another table, in fact, in which the relation are not found in another table. Good. So this is all about this. This is all. At this level, you see how I do not display this way, so you can still move back to design view and you arrange everything. So let us say this button, you can decide that okay, let me put it yeah. In fact, you arrange based on the question they are going to ask. So at the GC they can ask something and maybe give you an image on how you are supposed to place your button, everything and the rest. Good. So I think this is all concerning form. So the next thing, let us just save this form. Save, you give a name. I've saved already. Okay, good. So the name is subject, so I close. Good. So this is down here. So very nice. So this is how you'll be doing at the exam. At the end, they're going to move just on the computer on each and every one and verify on this left bar here. You see, to verify if you did form, if you did query, if you did that and that. Good. So this is all for this video. So thank you for watching. So the next video we are going to discuss on the last part, if I know the last part, but the tutorial number 5, yes, I think, because we have a total of 6 videos under this. So we are going to study the tutorial number 5, which is talking on record. So see you in the next video. Ciao.